What's up, everybody? It's V-Man1313 and good morning. It's Friday, April 6th, and today I go on I start my first Overland Adventure. I kind of started it yesterday, but had an epic fail. My plan was to come here all along and start from here. So, back to normal, huh? I went yesterday and bought the trailer. Last night when I got here, I fixed up some things inside. Yes, it's dirty. I did do some off-road. Had a great time. And now, we're about to go off and ride. This was a good campground, not great, good. Those spots over there are better. But I was by myself over here, so that was good. Didn't feel like I bothered anybody. Caught 5 fish out of the nice pond, a little bitty pond, but boy did I catch some good fish. And now we're off. It's 8 a.m. and we start our first Overland Adventure. What's up, everybody? It's V-Man1313 and here we are, starting our first Overland Adventure right here in Florida. We are, I think, is Lake Park, just north of Jennings, just south of Lake Park, Georgia. And we are in the Florida now. Georgia is right over there. We're past the stop sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive this way and get into Florida a little bit. Drive down Florida, and then we're going to start heading north. And let's see how far we get today. Here's what we're riding today. 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland Edition with a 5.7 liter Hemi. And my brand new 2018 4x8 Georgia made trailer. Slept in it last night. Oh, so nice, so perfect. It is so light. One of my things, it's actually 6 inches taller than normal to get a little headroom. You can't stand in there, obviously, but it feels nice, and it's still lower than the Jeep. That was one of my biggest things I wanted. Brand new, so no tag yet. It was completely dusty, but I washed it off this morning, just a little bit. Knock off some of the dust that I'm about to put back on it. So yeah, all right. Our goal is North Carolina, either tomorrow or the next day. So let's see what we get into. All right, join along. Yeah, the moss, the sand, the sun. It's beautiful out here. The only complaint that I have right now is the washboard. I mean, the dust is dust. I mean, what are you going to do about that? You're trying to ride on dirt, you're going to get dust. But the washboard roads are not as fun. But boy, it's nice out. That Spanish moss is gorgeous. Just like that. I mean, we're doing like 1 mile, and then the rest is dirt roads, sand roads. Love to get to Athens today. my original goal. So I've dubbed this my first true overland 4x4 trip. What is that? And, oh, that's cool. I'm calling it that because I've never really came out and camped and traveled this long distance. I've done it on my motorcycle. I've overlanded on my motorcycle. My friend TV PhD and I took off from North Georgia and went into Tennessee, Tellico, and camped in Tellico, and kept going North Carolina. And being self-sufficient, we carried everything we needed. And that's, to me, nobody wants to define overlanding or whatever. Why call it overlanding if you can't define what it is? What is overlanding? Traveling where the road is the destination, where the route is the adventure. You could do that on, I guess you don't have to do that on dirt roads. But in my opinion and thoughts is that overlanding is all about traveling off the beaten path, off-road, as much as possible. Being self-sufficient as much as possible. And covering a good distance, which is what I'm doing today. So that's why I've dubbed this my true first overlanding experience. I've gone off-roading before, I've gone rock climbing before in my Wrangler, I've done those kind of things, mudding, wheeling, so many definitions to so many different things, but I think where overlanding goes a different way is that you're traveling long distance off the beaten path. I should come up with a nice definition of what I think overlanding is.